All right. Welcome back, my regular viewers, listeners, and watchers. And of course, if you happen to be here for the very first time, welcome. Before I go any further, my name is Rahul George, India's premier eye hypnosis coach and your personal guide. So today's pod is a little different than where we've been going the last couple of days. And this was inspired by a conversation that I was having with a friend of mine earlier today about, how we as human beings, some of us tend to um, kind of like take life in our stride, right? So some of us are inherently um, designed to not get stuck, not get too bogged down by the tediousness that is life sometimes, and instead we are able to kind of take life in our stride, as I mentioned before, where we don't we don't kind of go too deep into wondering like why is this happening to me, why do I have the kind of life that I do, why have I had the kind of ups and downs in my life, right? So sometimes we are blessed with that ability to be able to tap into the lightness of life, and we find it easier to notice the simplicity, or to create simplicity in our lives. Now, having said all of that, of course, maybe you might sort of say, hey, you know what, I'm on the other side of um, the other side of the coin, which is to say that maybe you find it very hard to to let go of experiences that you've had in your life, and somehow you find yourself carrying those experiences with you even today. One thing I can tell you is that the good news is that you're not uh, you're not predestined to be stuck to either thinking positively or negatively about life, about life's experiences. It all just depends on you in the moment. So maybe you've had a really tough life, maybe you've had some really tough breaks, as they say, and things have been difficult for you. It's possible. And this is again because in your mind, things have been really hard or really difficult. And if that's the case, then obviously it becomes harder to let go of the past and to literally make room for a newer, lighter, more enjoyable future. And I get it. There are enough and more times when I myself have, in the past, kind of succumbed momentarily to thinking about how tough life is. And, it's like, oh, I didn't get these breaks. But I think what has worked for me is the ability to pause and to really ask myself a couple of powerful questions. In fact, earlier today, I was talking to my group, my community, and I was sharing this with them that one of the questions that I always ask, and I ask myself this question, I ask my clients, I ask my students this question, which is ask yourself, what do you want? Right? Because the moment you ask yourself this question, it automatically frames what is happening in your life right now. So maybe you're sort of in a spiral right now where you're either pitying yourself for something that happened, you're feeling sorry for yourself, or you feel that it's like the whole world is turned against you. Even in this moment, if you pause and you ask yourself the question, which is, what do I want? I can promise you this, that more often than not, you will find um, clarity in asking questions like this. And the moment you have that clarity, you then have a choice. Either you believe that you can make this come to life, that you can get what you want, or you can choose to operate on the frame of the past, which is maybe in the past you didn't get what you wanted, and so now you're tapping into that memory, not only in the present, but you're kind of like already framing the future that way. So I can definitely tell you that it is hard sometimes to be able to believe in possibilities, but as long as you are willing to believe, right, miracles do happen. So, like I said, today's pod is, we've gone a slightly different tangent. And my intention, of course, is always to use the experiences of the day, conversations that I have with my friends, sometimes with my clients or my my students, as a way to just reflect on life. And that's also the reason why this pod is called the I Hypnosis Coach Speaks, as a way to remind you that um, you know no matter how hard things might feel right now, no matter how difficult things might be right now, nothing is cast in stone, and anything, and literally in every moment, things can change. So I'm, you know, truly praying for you, wishing that uh, you have this realization that yes, I can change my mind. I can let go of the past. And having said all of that, of course, like I said, I've always said this, and I'll remind you, reach out, like ask people uh, to help you. And if you feel okay, you don't have people around you that you can trust or people who really understand you, then that's one of the reasons why I do these pods, just as a way to remind you that you can reach out to me and just you know unburden yourself, because sometimes that's all that you need, right? No advice required, no coaching required, just a space where okay, you can unburden without any kind of judgment. So of course, as always, this is me wishing you all the very best in your journey. And as always, remember to live with purpose. So look forward to seeing you in the next pod. God bless, and I will see you very, very soon. Take care.